What is up? Welcome to Post Concert High, the podcast where the show doesn't end. Follow along as we chat about all things concerts, bands, and venues in the CLE. Do you have your ticket ready? Because the show is about to begin.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, another week.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better.
Good.
How are you feeling?
Mostly better. But
Mostly
yes.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like 8 weeks of
That's what I've
whatever
heard.
this is. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
So, this week's episode is about the Grog Shop.
I love the Grog Shop.
I also love the Grog Shop. It's a fun one. So, excuse me. The location of the Grog Shop is 2785 Euclid Heights Boulevard in Cleveland Heights, and the capacity is 400 people. Do you think that we've ever been there when there's been 400 people?
Absolutely not. I think that number's wrong.
Yeah.
I really do.
I mean, you would have to be like sardines in there, I feel like.
Yeah. I could see 100, maybe 200, but I feel like that would be so tight.
I feel like they should just test it. And I want to be there. I
want to be squished in that room?
I just need to have a scientific, what's it called? A scientific, like experiment where we just go and we just bring 400 people and just see how it fits, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Maybe you just have to like hang out in the bathroom or something.
Ugh.
I mean, at least you'd be entertained.
Yes, you would be very entertained. I don't know how it's 400. I really don't.
It's so small.
And the only thing I can think of is that's counting B-side.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But I feel like I saw a sign down there as well for how many. Oh yeah. So we have a little doggy here. She's going to be our guest on the show. If you hear a squeaky toy, that's just, she's just trying to get her voice out there. We don't want to shut people out. So we got to let her vocalize things. Okay. Anyway, pity dogs are the best. All right. So we went 3 times last year?
3 times. That's
Who all did we see there? We saw a lot of people.
So we saw our first time there together. We saw 10 Years with Truss and 4 Times Louder. And then a different time we saw Letters to Cleo, which we spoke about.
Recently,
yes. With Bitch Seat and Mega Sound. And then we saw Forest Black with Murgy. And then there was a guy and girl duo that didn't have a name yet.
I think they were just thrown together or something.
Yeah. They were pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we went there quite a few times last year.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this is its second location, which is really interesting because I think they moved because of size.
Yeah. They wanted something a little bit bigger.
So I wonder how small the other one was.
Right? It makes you wonder. Like, was it just...
Yeah.
Like restaurant size, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you remember, I forgot what it was called. Do you remember that it was like a coffee shop, and then in the back of it there was like a music area. They did karaoke there. They had people come and sing. It was in Menor Avenue. What was it called?
You talking like Arabica and Willoughby?
No. It was over by like where Starbucks and Clean Eats is. I feel like
that Starbucks. I'm trying to. I was like, there's how many Starbucks on Menor Avenue in Menor?
Yeah, that Starbucks was not there when this was around, but it was like a coffee shop. It was over by where that Mexican restaurant is.
Oh, where Don Tequila's is?
Yes, it was like right next door.
I don't remember anything over there other than what's there now.
So it was like a coffee shop, and then like in the back there was like a small back room where they would host like small like local bands could go and play there, and then they would have like karaoke night, and they would have like I just remember going there so much when I was in like high school. I can't remember what it was called. So if anyone knows what this place was called in Mentor, let me know.
Mentor. But
TOR.
us from Menor
If you're
call it
from around
Menor.
here, it's Menor.
Not mentor.
Menor. But yeah, so if you can think of what it's called, I can't think of it. I was there like regularly,
Yeah.
like every Saturday night or
I'm
something.
thinking maybe the original Grog was like that size.
I mean, that was really small. Like it
Yeah.
was small, but like the Grog Shop isn't that big. So I'm like really,
Right.
I can't picture something smaller than that. And it's still being like a venue.
I mean, it was 1992. So
Back in the day, we were like 3. I was 1.
So
Yeah, I guess so. And maybe they just didn't do like as much stuff.
maybe.
And then once they realized they probably needed more space, they moved.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So they opened in September of 92 in the Coventry Road neighborhood of Cleveland Heights, which is the same area. I would love to just go and see where that was. I
Yeah.
wonder if we could find that.
Yeah. If we could find the address.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool to see where it was before.
Right. And then they moved to the current location in 2003.
So they've been there for over 20 years at the current location.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. Craziness. So yeah. And then they moved, in 2003. Interesting. I think I started going there when I was in, I think it was after I graduated. So 2000, it was like 2009, 2010.
Yeah. How often did you go?
We went quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would follow like local bands
Mm-hmm.
and then like we would go when they would go there. So I don't know, maybe like maybe once every month or two.
Okay.
So like we would go like once a month at least to the Grog Shop specifically.
Did you just see local bands? Or did they have?
It was kind of like how we do now. So
Okay.
like it's just like we would see, I know my friends would like, they would follow a lot of bands around here and then
Mhm.
like we would go for them and then we'd also see who else was there.
Okay.
And then we would find like new stuff based on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting to just like think it's been around for 22 years almost. How are kids that were born
Longer
in the
than that.
What?
Longer than that.
But
It's 2025.
I quit. I'm gonna leave now. I'm just gonna walk out of this place.
I know we're like, oh,
No, only
1992.
no,
That
listen,
was
we're only 22. You
yeah,
and I are 22 years old right now,
sure. It's been open 33 years.
which is how old I am.
33 years.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So yeah, 30. Okay. Yep. 33 years.
So it's quite a pillar of the Coventry area, the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like that's probably might be one of the longest things that's been around there, right?
Maybe.
I have no clue. This is just me guessing and making up stuff.
But
But like, I didn't really. I don't know. We did some research on some of the like areas around, like on Coventry and around it. So they have like a lot of restaurants and like small shops and like a bunch of different things. But I feel like a long time ago they had more than that.
they did. I think a lot of stuff closed because of COVID and then just
It just never came back.
yeah,
It never built.
like a lot of the little shops and stuff.
Which is really sad because I feel like that's for a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like after COVID, things just kind of went downhill.
Yeah. And this was always like a really nice area that you could go like in the afternoon and just walk around, get lunch or get dinner and do your shopping.
Yeah.
Which
I mean-
you can still do, it's
Right.
just less shopping.
Yeah.
More restaurants.
Yeah. So I like kind of looked up some things that was around there. So I'm just going to list it off in case you guys ever feel like going on a trip to Coventry. Around there, they have the whiskey bar, which I've been there. They have like a lot of top shelf stuff and they have flights. I don't like whiskey. So tell me why I was there.
Or bourbon.
Or bourbon.
Do
Gross.
they have anything else like wine or
I don't know.
No. Okay.
I have no clue. I like walked in and I was like, I don't know. And then my friend who was there with me, we just got like a flight and then we tried it. And I think I held my nose every time I drank
I
it.
would have too.
It tastes like rubbing alcohol. All right. Anyway, not a diss to the whiskey bar. The actual place
It's highly
itself is
rated.
kind of cool.
So,
yeah. But I'm just not a whiskey fan. There's also a hookah bar called City and East. There's a bunch of different like restaurants around there, like Cilantro Taqueria. And if I said that wrong, I suck. I know. Soba Asian Kitchen, One Pot, Hot Pot, and Barbecue. Like, there's a bunch of like good restaurants down
A
there.
lot of places.
I've had a couple things. All right. B-side, which is right underneath the Grog Shop.
Yes.
Danielle and I went to like this little what was it called? It was like a shop thing.
Oh, it was like a Christmas holiday craft
Yeah, it was like a craft show thing, but you can like I don't know, it was really cool. They had like someone had like pepperoni roll or they had like bread and stuff. Someone had a bunch of like artwork. It was really cool.
Yeah. There was a lot of different shops. It was nice.
Yeah.
Especially like right before the holidays.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was nice because they had it up in the Grog Shop and then also down in B-side.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. It was very big. Let's see. There's an inn on Coventry, which is like a breakfast and lunch place. They have the Exchange, which is really cool. There's like, I can't think. They have a lot of different like albums and like vintage stuff there, which is cool. And there's a dispensary. There's Dave's Cosmic Subs. A couple clothing stores, Focus Tattoos, and apartments, which is kind of cool. And Mark's, of course. You can't forget Mark's.
It's nice to have a store right there. You never know what you're going to forget and you're going to need.
Right. And if you live there, you can just walk and get what you need.
Yeah.
The gas station right down the street. I would love to live in a place like that, which I kind of do, but
you do.
It's fine. Sometimes I just think about cool places to live. Danielle and I were just talking about this. I talk about it all the time.
Everywhere we go.
I would love to live here.
This is such a cool place to live. This would be so cool to live here. You just said it again. I'm like, you say that every time we go anywhere. You're like, this would be a cool place to live.
Gotta get out and about. But yeah. So I don't know. Where let's see, B-side Lounge has a full bar. You've been there, right?
B-side, yes. I've been there. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it's a fun place and they have a DJ, they have arcade games. They have a patio, which I've never been on the patio, which it did catch fire last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's wintertime now, so I doubt it's open anyways. But
we could go. That's fine. We can just go stand outside
and chill out in the patio, freezing in the snow. Sure.
But yeah, so B-side is cool. We should maybe they have like music and stuff too, right? Just not as much as the Grog Shop.
They just have a DJ, and then once in a while I think they have acts down there, but I don't know what kind of acts they have.
Parking. What's the parking situation like?
It's all street parking. I'm pretty sure most of the websites I looked at said it's like free after a certain time, but even when we went during the day for that craft show, all the parking was free. So I don't think they ever use the meters.
Yeah, I would agree.
Honest. Yeah.
But we don't want to steer you wrong. No. So if you get a ticket for not paying, I'm sorry, it's not on us.
No, not on us. They do have a parking garage. I've never parked in there. Have you?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Did you have to pay to park in there?
I don't remember. It was like the last time I was there was probably like 15 years ago.
Okay. So things might have changed.
Yeah. So I don't remember.
But yeah, there's smaller lots too.
Yes. We have our secret spot.
Yes. But those really smaller lots fill up pretty fast.
And you have to like hit it at the right time. Like you have to get it like when someone else is pulling out or like
yeah.
But we've lucked out the last couple times.
Yes, we have.
For sure.
I feel like all you're going to hear this episode is the squeaky toy.
It's great. It's just a little extra love from us to you. From the cutest doggy. Oh man. So yeah, cool area, decent parking. It's not very far once you park. Yeah, Star agrees with that. And then yeah, so how would you say like getting into the grog shop is?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I think we've only stood in line once.
Yeah.
In the 3 times we went
Yeah, like
last
stood in
year.
line outside, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was only for tenure.
But yeah, I think we only stood in line once. Forest Black, there was a little bit, but we were still inside the building.
Yes, and it moved really quick.
Yes, it did.
They do move things pretty quickly there. But they also don't have like a whole security thing.
Yeah, like you're not going through metal detectors. They're not checking bags.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you should bring anything in there.
Yeah,
you
do not.
shouldn't.
Right.
Because
Please
it's a
do
great place to go, and we'd like to.
don't ruin it for
still-
everyone.
Yes. But yeah, you can do electronic tickets or you can print your tickets out. And they can scan either, and then they check your ID for your wristband to be able to drink
Yes.
alcohol, not regular
Actually,
beverages.
No, you need a wristband to drink all beverages. You want a water, you need your ID checked. No, I'm lying. Okay, so anyway, I'm literally the worst today. I've had a headache for like 3 days. And I think it's
that's
just
awful.
Yeah, it's right. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. I'm gonna get a massage after this, though.
Make sure you drink lots of water afterwards.
I have only had this today,
You need
which
to
is not a
keep
lot.
drinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Keep
work on it.
drinking.
Okay, so let's see. All right, how about the inside? How would you describe the inside of this lovely grog shop?
The inside, it's a very unique place. Okay,
Yes.
very grungy,
Mm-hmm.
very raw. It's very intimate, which is really nice. So if you're looking for that more of an intimate space,
Yes, I would agree with that.
But they have a full bar, with an extensive list of microbrews, imports, and domestic beers, and plenty of liquor.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff, but they also have a lot of like non-alcoholic stuff too.
Yeah,
So if you don't drink, they have like, don't they have like tea and stuff?
they do, because I normally get a tea
Yeah.
when we go. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's definitely, they have a lot of good things as well. They also have Grog Shop merchandise behind
They
the bar as
do.
well.
They do,
So if you wanted to rep the grog, you could do that.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. But if you're looking for merch for the bands, they do it like around the corner.
Yeah, it's off in a separate area. But depending on the show, sometimes people do stand over there.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
know like the bands themselves will go over and stand
Mhm.
like behind their merch tables once they're done
Yeah.
playing and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. You can meet them.
It's all one level, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no stairs, no steps, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. It is very like, I love that it's like intimate because it's like you're almost like just there with the band.
Yeah.
Like there's not that many people that it's like I feel that like at the Agora it's very impersonal. Like it's still intimate, but at the same time it's not as.
Yeah, it's on a larger scale.
It definitely feels more like a concert.
Yeah.
But this one it's like it's literally just like the stage is just like a foot off the ground.
Yeah, there's no barrier.
Yeah.
Or barricade, whatever they call that wall.
Right. So it's definitely a different one. I would say it's the smallest venue we go to. Right?
I would say Mahal's is a little smaller.
Oh yeah. Like that one small part.
Yeah. Which we'll talk about them in another episode, but I feel like they
are smaller.
Slightly smaller.
Agreed.
But it's just a square space where the Grog Shop is really kind of
It's awkward shape.
Yeah, it's awkward shape. There's different angles, like the stage is at an angle.
Right. Yeah.
It's there's pillars.
Mhm. We should talk about what was it? How we thought the floor. You thought about like the floor, how it was gonna fall or something. Didn't you think? Or was that me?
Well, you did that once.
Just bear with us. We're slowly getting better. We're mostly better. We feel fine.
At the Dax. Was it the Dax? Was it the Dax show?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. That was at the
I don't
Agora.
know if it was Dax or if it was Millie's, and everybody's like, jump, jump. And you were
It's
like, I feel like
the balcony's gonna fall on us.
balcony people are
We're
going to
screwed.
jump. And yeah. But no,
But
it just
also,
makes you wonder the Grog Shop, all
just
those
this,
people standing there.
and it's so old, and then there's that B side underneath it,
Yeah.
and you can feel it move.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
It just, yeah.
We just have anxiety.
We do. We do have anxiety, and we just worry about falling through the floor and ending up in B-side,
Yes.
which would be awful for the people in B-side. But
If there's
I'm-
no one down there, it's probably fine.
I'm
We would just
sure.
get hurt.
Well, Cuyahoga County is pretty big. I don't know how many
True.
inspectors they have, but I would hope that
I would hope.
places like that there's people in almost every single night that they're checked regularly.
Hopefully.
I would hope. I would hope.
Hopefully. So yeah, that was just a fun little time of us thinking that the floor is gonna fall or the
Hey, normal worries.
normal things. But
Yeah.
yeah, anyway. Let's see. Oh, we should definitely mention that there is it's kind of hard to get around once like if it's a sold out show.
Yes. It's
Like there's no like aisleways or like
Yeah.
like at the Agora there's like aisles and like stairs and stuff that you can't stand on.
and security is very good at making sure that you don't stand in those areas.
Right. And the Grog Shop is just free for all. You just
Yeah.
stand wherever.
You stand-
And if it's sold out or if like there's a lot of people there, you literally have to be like, okay, excuse me.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So
It's very hard to get to the bar or the bathroom or merch depending on where you're standing. So.
yes. But I would say like moving around when the band is there, like I prefer to do that only because like it's less people like in the bathroom or like
Yeah.
at the bar. Like
Yeah.
you're just I don't know.
No, I totally get that.
Because I feel like when there's like a break, everyone has to go do something.
Everyone, and then
But yeah, so it's a little tight in there. But it's not bad.
it depends on. I feel like it depends on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed. I saw a comedy show there once.
They do that. I think on Mondays they do.
I went to one
comedy
of
shows.
those. It was okay.
It was okay.
But then I also saw what's the Cleveland comedy guy? He did the oh god. Oh god. He did that one song about Cleveland.
I don't know.
Fun times in Cleveland again.
I have no idea.
Cleveland.
Did you see him there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him somewhere. We should post it.
Okay.
It's Mike Polk Jr.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking? Do you know who that is?
No.
He did like a Cleveland song about how awesome Cleveland was, and he just said like,
from Cleveland.
yeah. Like he just like he's like, come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings. I don't know. It's so funny. I don't know. I found that song is so old, but like it's funny.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we'll
That's funny.
maybe share that photo from the Grog Shop a long time ago.
But yes, they do have more than just music.
Yeah.
They
They do a little
comedy.
bit of everything there.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like all different kinds of music.
Yes.
We were looking at the. Do you want to bring up the list of like some of the other people they had there?
Oh, yes.
And then we can.
Give me.
We'll tell you guys some other groups and people that they've had there. Wiz Khalifa came here apparently. I saw this and I was like, what? My thing's frozen again, by the way. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal because then you can't see what I'm looking at.
It's fine. I believe you. I trust you.
Bright Eyes is the only one that I've heard of other than Wiz Khalifa.
And the Black Keys I've heard of. They're from around here, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and they're actually like decently big now. I'm gonna look them up right now.
Yeah. None of these other ones I've heard of.
Yeah, so it says that they book all ranges, like indie rock, hip hop, hardcore, jam, reggae, metal, electronic, comedy, literally like everything.
I think they do drag shows there too, don't they?
Probably.
Yeah. I think they just don't have it listed on their website.
Yeah, they probably do a little bit of everything.
Oh,
They have a lot of things coming up. So, like on the Grog Shop website, they have the whole calendar. They have a lot of things going on in March.
they do.
Secret movie night.
Yeah, isn't that what that is?
Oh, Glam Gore American Horror Story. Is that a drag show?
I think it is a drag show. Maybe. It looks like it is, but that's just me judging the flyer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So they have all sorts of different things.
Show starts at 9:30. I am in bed at that point.
Why did it not go back? Electronics are fun today.
Must be the day.
Yeah, but they've like made
Dogs Run Free, Wander, Lesser Care. What is that? Ellie the Piper Spring Tour 2025.
I feel like this might be B-side too on here.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
An Evening with Yola Tango.
Oh.
The Great Grog Bake Off.
Muffins.
Muffins. Do you remember that video?
What video?
Like the original YouTube videos, like when YouTube was like just
Like
starting.
the Harry Potter one that I love.
Yeah.
And
Snape.
yes. Severus
Snape.
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley.
I still laugh so hard every time I see that.
Yes. So it was like that time period, but there was like one about muffins and he's like blueberry. Anyway,
Such an awkward time to be alive.
it sure was. And then like the Charlie the Unicorn. Do you remember that?
No.
He took my kidney. We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Anyway.
So this is a bake off muffins.
We should go.
They bring their own? Is that what they do?
I don't know. 24 identical muffins of their choice. Showcasing their personality, creative flair, baking abilities, and of course exciting and bold flavors. Oh, we should go. It starts at wait.
Our hosts and judges will entertain you and the contestants with their goofy antics and critiques. I feel like this is kind of like a show too.
Yeah. Like the British Bake Off or something.
Yeah. It's on a Wednesday.
It starts at 8. But I mean, we could probably stay up to
so
9
rough
day.
to work and go to these things.
It is.
Speaking
of, we may have our first show coming up soon.
We may.
It looked good. I'm excited.
It did. Where was that at? The Roxy?
The Roxy, yeah.
So they've had a lot of acts grace their stage.
Yes, they have. But yeah, like Oasis. Oh, I feel like I've heard of Oasis. No. I feel like they're older, aren't they?
Maybe. Some of these might be
Oasis band.
Dead Moon. I don't. They have a list on their website, so feel free to go on there.
Okay, so they're an English rock band formed in Manchester in 1991. So they are old.
So some of these might be older ones.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting.
I mean, some of the names are really funky. I like
Dinosaur Jr. Foo Fingers. Girl Talk. The Locust.
I mean, the Murder Junkies. That's.
I mean, listen.
Murder Junkies. Did they perform with Murder by Death? Because that would be pretty.
Like a whole murder show?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I don't know if they're the same genre, but.
Jonestown Massacre. We can add that in there to the murder show. Yeah, so they have a lot of different types of shows.
Yeah. So there's something for
everyone.
Everyone there. Yeah. And we went to 3 completely different shows last year.
Very different shows. But it was so cool to see like how different each one, and even like the the people that go to the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting to me to like see the difference in like the
Yeah.
audience of each show. Cuz like 10 years was very like hard. It was like hard rock.
Yeah, it's a
So
harder rock, yeah.
it definitely had like a harder feel, and like I feel like it was mostly dudes. Very tall dudes.
Very tall guys.
And you could definitely tell they were like the rougher dudes. Like they were like scruffy and like
Yeah. There was some women up front though.
there were.
Right on the edge of the
There
stage.
sure were.
They were they kept changing, like they had costume stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
I think so. I think they changed for like every song.
That was for 10 years?
That was for 10 years.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And then for the Letters to Cleo, you could definitely tell it was like an older group of people.
It was an older group of people.
There were some youngers, but like mostly like our age and up, I would say.
Because there was a young girl right next to me.
Mhm.
I think there was two, and they knew the words to all the songs. And that's when I was like, how do you know this music?
Right.
Somebody had to introduce them to that music.
For sure.
But
And then Forest Black with Mergy.
yeah.
That was definitely a more chill, like very like I don't know. I felt like the audience was very mellow compared to the other ones.
Yeah. There also wasn't as many people as that show because the weather was so bad.
Which it was so funny because like out where we live, it was so bad, and then we got to like Cleveland Heights, and there was like no snow.
No freaking snow at all. None. Zip. Zero. Zero. That's
none.
That'll be a whole thing when we talk about that show.
Yes.
But yeah, there was a lot of people that couldn't make it to that show.
Yeah, that was like the time we got like feet of snow,
and it just didn't stop.
Yeah, for like 2 or 3 days.
We have this thing called lake effect snow because we're right on Lake Erie. So until the lake freezes, we get this lake effect snow, and it can just pop out of nowhere, and it just can keep going. And it's like
a lot.
Own thing. You can't predict it, and it got really bad.
Yeah, and then like recently, I feel like over the last couple of years, it's been like the whole ice thing has been rough.
Yeah.
Like there's been multiple mornings I've been walking to my car, and I'm like, all right, please don't fall.
Yeah.
Because like it's just like a sheet of ice, and then like by the time. And they didn't keep up with like putting stuff down where I live, and it just kept like it was like inches, like an inch of snow or an inch of ice on like the sidewalks, and I would almost die every time I would walk to my car.
That's bad.
I'm like, this is great.
Is that the building's responsibility to salt that, or the city's?
I think it's the city's because I've seen them out, and they literally have these little what. What are they called? like not a dumpster. Like what am I thinking of? Like those like construction like scoopy things.
Construction scoopy things. That's
a
very technical term.
Digging the hole. Like when they're like digging a hole. I'm not talking about snow or ice right now. Just
oh my goodness. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Nothing. Okay.
I think that might be the problem.
I had a little sandwich on the way here. We're all good.
Okay.
So anyway, no, it's like those. What the hell are they called?
Are you talking about a spreader?
Huh?
Do they use a spreader? A
no,
handheld one or the push one?
Neither.
Neither?
They ride it.
What? Oh my goodness. You need to take a video of this.
It's like a small little, like, what they use for, like, construction when they're, like, scooping things. Like
a tractor? A backhoe?
Oh my god, this is I'm gonna Google it now. What do I even look up?
Construction equipment. I don't know.
So anyway, they have this thing that they just like, it's like they ride it around on the sidewalks, and it just like clears the snow.
Oh, okay. Does Painesville do that too? And Menor? It's like a little bobcat.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
But do they salt with that too, or is that just shoveling the
That's
snow?
just shoveling, but I don't know who salts, but it's maybe it is or maybe it is like the
businesses
building.
below or the
Yeah,
building.
because it's all the way around the building. Because I have
Okay.
to walk if I park behind my building, I have to walk like all the way around.
Which is a big space for you to be able to fall.
Mhm. Like it's not like me walking from my front door straight out to my car. Like
Right.
it's
You
like
got to go all the way around a building.
yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it is like this. I couldn't think of what it was.
Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness.
The little skippy thing. I sound really dumb. Just it's been a day. I can't think. I blame my headache. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
But yeah, that show, it wasn't as packed because of that,
Yeah.
the weather.
But
So
like the vibe, like what we were talking about, it was just such a different vibe in each concert.
yeah, it was more of a like an acoustic show, even though it wasn't just him with a guitar.
Right.
The other instruments were there as well, but it had that more of an acoustic
And just like the
feel.
style of the music was much more
Mhm.
chill and laid back versus like 10 Years who was very in your face type music.
Right.
Um so yeah, it was really cool to like go to different shows at the same venue to see how different like
Yeah.
each one is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
But yeah, intimate, raw, grungy. It's very grungy in there.
very grungy.
I love
Like
how grungy it is.
Stickers everywhere. Just people
Mhm.
just put their stickers on the walls in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The entire bathroom is filled with like graffiti.
Yeah.
Like just people writing on it. I could literally take like a marker and just write on the wall in there.
Yeah.
And no one would know.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how often they clean the walls, so.
Oh Lord. Oh,
Their
Lord.
bathroom's clean otherwise,
It is
though.
clean. You can't see into the mirror.
No, because it's covered in stickers.
I wonder how they clean that.
Probably just with Windex and hope that it doesn't take the sticker stuff off. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But the bathroom is like a whole thing. You got to experience it for sure.
Just make sure you bring your earplugs. I mean, we say this about every show. You need to have earplugs, but for this place,
The grog, you definitely need.
yeah, there's nothing in there to absorb the noise in
Mm-mm.
any capacity. So, especially like the 10-year, you did not have earplugs for the 10-year.
Which was a
So-
mistake. My ears were so jacked up for like 2 days
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
But yes, I would definitely recommend bringing earplugs for sure to this place specifically, let alone all of them. But this one was very small, so you definitely need those.
Yeah.
And then yeah, security is pretty chill.
Yeah. We've never had any issues in there.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Definitely an experience overall. And I think you should at least go there at least once.
Yes. Or
For
if you
sure.
live in that area, it's probably a nice place to just
Yeah.
walk down to.
For sure.
But you could plan a whole day and do some shopping, grab some lunch, grab some dinner.
And like tickets have been fairly cheap there.
Yeah.
They're not expensive.
No.
So like that's also a cool thing to do like on a Friday night or whatever if you're looking for something to do. They have something almost every Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Just go on their website to order tickets because I've noticed that other places are starting to sell their tickets.
Mm.
And these people are probably going to reach out to us and be like, you can't say that. But other places sell their tickets and it's like double or triple the cost.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is really not,
Not okay.
that's not okay. It's not right.
Everyone does that for concerts.
Right.
It's so dumb.
So just go straight to their website and order the
Yes.
tickets.
Yes, I would agree. So yeah. So that is our little rundown on the Grog Shop. I recommend.
Yes.
Definitely something that you want to do at least once in your life. And if you like it there, then keep going back.
Yes.
For sure.
There's been plenty of people. Like when we went to the Forest Buck show, there was a couple in line that we were talking to a little bit, and that was their first time there.
Where I just cut them.
They insisted that we go in front of them. Like, the lady grabbed my arm and pulled me.
I was like, I'm so sorry. And then like I didn't even realize I did it until after. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Is that show?
Yeah.
I think I was
We
just
were all
so
just trying to get in the door because it was cold.
It was cold, yes. Yes.
There was no snow in that area,
It was still
but
like
it was cold.
10 degrees, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Grog Shop in Cleveland Heights. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, go check it out.
For sure. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you at our next show, even though we don't see you.
Yes.
But we look forward to our next show. Anyway, okay. So it's a day. Have a wonderful week.
We'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Bye. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Come back for more awkward millennial concert adventures. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Post Concert High. Be on the lookout for future episodes on YouTube.